Hello, viewers. This is Microphone Creative, bringing you a new podcast. From my typical called the Secret Sentai Review. And like always, I'm going to speak very loudly, very clearly, very slowly, in case you don't understand it. Also, I try to do my best not to be too hard during this audio podcast recording as well, not to cause any audio feedback as well. And finally, if you're under 18, this audio podcast recording will contain some adult language. Once again, if you're under 18, this audio podcast recording will contain adult language if you're under 18. Now, if you're over 18, that means you get to watch this audio podcast recording. So anyway, with this and everything else out the way, let's get into the latest episode of Donbrothers. So basically, this episode starts off like this. We see Ichiyoshi, the Pink Ranger, the first male Pink Ranger, going on a date with his wife. So basically, everything was going good. He had a nice night, he had a nice night with it, so basically went on a date with his wife. So basically, when it came later that night, he said that, he told his wife that, I had to go to the office and do some work. And basically, as he spent, I believe it's not Mobutan, Ichiyoshi's wife, to spend the rest of her evening with one of her friends for work. So basically, one of her female friends for work. So basically, turns out that Ichiyoshi didn't have any work to finish. He just feels like he feels like he's really doubting himself. He's doubting his self-confidence as a man. He feels like his wife who is a beautiful who's a beautiful lady, he feels like he doesn't deserve a beautiful wife like Mikako and whatnot, and doubting himself that and also doubting himself that as a ranger as well. So basically, instead of going to the office, he went to Black Kaido's cafe shop, and start to think over he was started to think I wish I was more like a more confident man like Mobutaro is. Now, as of right now, Ichiyoshi does not know that Mobutaro is the Red Ranger, or he does not know that he does not know that Mobutaro is the Red Ranger, or he doesn't really know about Shinji and Hakura being the Blue and Yellow Rangers either. So anyway, the next day, seemed like things started to pick up for him the next day. So basically, turns out he did very well with his sales at his job. He got promoted, and everything started to get better for Ichiyoshi. Meanwhile, back at the coffee shop, Shinji and Hadara sat Mobutaro down to get some answers for him. So basically, they was asking why we were chosen to fight the Naho, who's our real enemy and whatnot, blah blah blah. Just asking Mobutaro all these questions, and Mobutaro said that I don't have all the answers, but I do know that hoping these answers will come will be revealed very soon. So basically, Mobutaro, was kind of avoiding the answer, he just say that, I don't have all the answers right now, but, soon to reveal himself, he was holding, it seems like he was just holding back, like he really knows what's up and not telling Hadara and Shinji, and that's when Shinji and Hadara got somehow sent into that prison pushing reality where Jin, Taro's father is being held at. So basically, Jin would say like, oh, you shouldn't be, Taro doesn't, Taro doesn't really, you should not be asking Taro any questions, So basically, I will explain everything because he doesn't really know much. So basically, he doesn't really know much. He should, basically, Jim was telling him that, Taro won't get you the answers that you're looking for. So basically, he explained to Shinji and Hadara that there's a group called the Cerebrains. There's a special group called the Cerebra. There's the virtual world. In the virtual world, there's a special group called the Cerebrains. So basically, they're like the head. They're like the head people. So basically, Sun Eye and his two friends are basically called the Cerebra. They're these these people from the virtual world are obsessed with people's emotions, and they want to make our world unstable and whatnot. So anyway. So basically, the Cerebra, the Cerebrains use monsters and they create monsters. They create monsters from people who has deep desires and whatnot. So basically, I want to be the best doctor in the world. They use their powers to make a monster from those persons' desires. So basically, he was basically down, it's you Rangers out to stop them from doing so, and for they got enough points to get their wish. So basically, once Jin said that, once Jin said that, got enough points, it was like Hadara and Shinji was like, what do you mean about gathering enough points? And basically, and that's when Jin just cut the conversation there, basically you guys can go now. My visiting time is over. You guys can leave now. So basically, let's Shinji and Haruka wondering let them, so basically, Jin, Taro's adopted father was like, just left them hanging about what you mean about gathering points. We mean by the bad guys are gathering points and whatnot. So anyway, so basically, we get back to Ichiyoshi. So basically, Ichiyoshi got a promotion. He got a big promotion. He's making more money. He's more, basically using his powers to sell a truck from class into a building, and whatnot. He's feeling good about himself. So basically, he showed up at the Taro's, job in a town car, in the back of a town car. So basically, he got a big promotion and whatnot. So basically, Taro was oh, Ichiyoshi, what's good? So anyway, so Ichiyoshi offered, offer Taro a job, and Taro was like, no, I don't know. I'm happy. Taro is happy being a delivery man. Helping people. He's very happy being a delivery man. And using his ability to make people happy as a delivery man. So basically, Ichiyoshi started to really, tell him that Motaro, you're a fool. Come on, I'll offer you an opportunity, a good job with a good pay, etc., etc. Acting like a real douchebag. So basically, Motaro said no, and he just got a car and told Ichiyoshi that I'm happy for your success, but you seem different. Are you sure you're letting this new promotion go to your head? And Ichiyoshi said, no, I'm not. So anyway, So anyway, the next, so basically, he took his wife out. So it just took his wife out to a fancy restaurant and whatnot, and basically, and he decided to go home and take his wife out to a fancy restaurant. So anyway, we see meanwhile, somewhere is in some virtual hideout somewhere. We see Sun's we see we see Sansa and Sun Omi, trying to, talking about, was trying to figure out feelings about, what was his for other different feelings and whatnot. But at the same time, there was these. We need to deal with those. Sooner or later, we need to deal with those Rangers. So basically, Sansa and Sunai went to Sansa and Sun Omi went to the healing world and used the powers to basically, activate, use the powers to create monsters, basically unlock people's desires. So basically, they just, use their virtual powers to put a virtual mark door on people's head, therefore open up their deep desires and whatnot. So basically, Sansa was able to open up got to a nurse, and basically she started to the Naha monster started to consume her right away. So anyway, at the restaurant, everything was going good, Mamoto was happy that her husband got a promotion at his job, making more money and all. But she was kind of worried that he's letting his success go to his head, and he was really acting like a real deuce. He was doing a nice gesture, but it seems like he's letting this whole promotion and this new found success go to his head. So anyway, things were going very well until Moto passed out at the restaurant. So basically, Ijoshi rushed her to the hospital immediately. So basically, Ijoshi was thinking that, this is all my fault. I was really acting like a douchebag. Yes, he was acting like a douchebag, but he doesn't know why his wife passed out in the first place. So basically, the doctors didn't tell him that the reason why she passed out in the first place as of yet. So basically, he's like, I need to make something right. So basically, he went to go see Taro, and basically, I let my new found success, my new found, my promotion and my new, in my newfound success go to my head. So basically, I need to prove myself that that I am a good man, that I am a good man and a good man. So basically, I need to fight you. I need to challenge you, Taro, to some type of challenge. So basically, Taro is understand what he's going through, but but at the same time, Taro was you're already a good man because you admit that that you made a mistake and whatnot. So basically, that's the sign. You've always been a good man. So basically, you just admitted that you was acting like a real douche when you got promoted at your job. So basically, that's a sign of a good man right there. But Ijoshi was trying, it's just that Taro will take up his challenge. So basically, while Ijoshi was figuring out what kind of challenge that him and and Taro should do, and that's when the nurse that's when the nurse who basically got a Naho monster for her desire to be a best nurse turned into this monster based off of Zoolander. Their channels got interrupted, and basically, the zoo orange monster and a bunch of Naho footers came and broke up their challenge. So basically, Moto transformed into his ranger form, and basically, Yoshi was kind of shocked that that Taro is the Red Ranger. So basically, he morphed up into his ranger form, and basically the rest of the Rangers came up, and basically, Yoshi used the Pato Ranger gear to transform into Pato Pink, and basically, once again, every time he transforms into a Pink Ranger, he always has a skirt. So basically, as a male Pink Ranger, it doesn't make no sense to him to have a skirt every time he transforms into a Pink Ranger. So basically working together as a team, they was able to destroy the Naho monster that took control of the nerds and save her life and whatnot, using their bond attacks and whatnot. And that's when Sansa showed up, started to fight Taro. So basically Taro transformed into his little alter robot form and gained a new form from Zoon. Just basically gave him this weird bird little robot form, and he used to get Sansa and send him retreating back to his hideout, to his virtual hideout. Anyway, after that, Izuki went to go see his wife back at the hospital. Turns out she was just exhausted from work. So basically, her passing out was just her being overwhelmed from exhaustion at work. So basically, it's just she passed out from exhaustion from work. So anyway, he tells his wife Minako that I turned down my promotion. I'm happy with my new job. I let my promotion get to my head. So basically, I turned down my promotion. I'm happy with my new job for now, and I always will try to will be there when you need the most. So basically after this whole experience that Ijoshi, gained some new confidence in himself as a man, and promised to always put his wife first and whatnot, blah blah blah. So anyway, unknown to Yoshi, that Taro was there and heard the whole conversation. So watching from the doorway, and basically and Taro said that that's good to you. Taro said that I wish I could be just like you, Yoshi, helping people, be helpful just like you. So basically, Taro, was happy for Yoshi, for his wife being okay and whatnot, and basically that's how the episode ended with Taro leaving the so basically when Taro left the hospital, we go back to Black Kai's coffee shop. He's on his laptop. He had this weird on his laptop. There was this weird point system for all the 5 Rangers, for all the 5 Dark Rangers. So basically, seems like Yoshi got some good happy points today after what happened to him today. So basically, whatever this point system that Jim's talking about, it seems like Black Kaido is keeping track for all the other for all the five Rangers. So basically, like Jim said that there's a point system, but he was not clear how this point system works. It seems like Black Kaido is keeping track of the point system for each of the five Rangers. So basically, that's how the episode ended. But with Black Kaido saying seems like Ichiyoshi got some good happy points today, and basically looking at the others and seeing like everybody's doing good so far, and basically, and that's how the episode ended with this. So anyway, this was a good episode. So basically, we know that that Black Kaido is it seems to be playing a bigger part with this whole point system that he's keeping track of for the Rangers and whatnot. We don't know how this point system works and whatnot. So basically, there's a lot more in this episode. Gave us a lot more details and and a lot more curiosity to what's Momotaro's role. If Taro is really on the level, like what is Jin really hiding from the other Rangers and whatnot. So basically, there's a lot of mystery going on. There's a lot of mystery going on in this episode. So anyway, what do you guys think about this episode? Good, bad, or okay? Anyway, starting off with good reviews. 1.